I'm Shawn Eric Jones, and you are having lunch with Doug. Dangerous Doug Harper back with you on Lunch with Doug alongside Shawn Jones in the upcoming First Man motion picture coming out from DreamWorks and Universal October 18th. And it's going to play theaters everywhere.
Yeah. It'll definitely be nationwide. I don't think it'll be something that'll just be in like little art house theaters. I think
we'll get it. I'm sure we'll get it.
I would absolutely hope so, yeah. If not, then I'll just have to go to Joplin and say
I'm sure they'll get it. Lunch with Doug will call up Century 6. We'll say, look, they'll make it happen.
Yeah, hopefully. That would be nice.
So
I think they're pretty good people out there. I think that they would play.
Oh, yeah. It's great theater. In fact, I was out there the other day. I went to see a new movie. Now, when this airs, I've probably seen another movie since then. But do you like Star Wars?
Oh, yeah. I'm not as diehard as everybody else about it, but I've watched all of them, and they're all pretty good. A couple years ago, I went to Planet Comic-Con in Kansas City. I got to talk to and meet the guy that is Chewbacca.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's weird because he's in a wheelchair getting around, and he's like 37 feet tall, so he's this big gangly thing of a man being wheelchaired around. And but then I remember meeting him, and then the next Star Wars came out, and I watched it, and he is in it and plays Chewbacca, and I'm just like,
so he stands up sometimes. He just doesn't.
He's probably just conserving all of his energy to where just he can stand up and act, and he's like, okay, I'm done. Like just saves up for an entire year.
Hey, that's worth it.
It's kind of like somebody that's on a diet, and then that one day that's their cheat day or whatever, they're just like going hog crazy, eating everything, pizzas.
Do you know, was he Chewbacca in the new Solo movie as well?
I don't know about the new one. I know the one before that he was, because that was the one that I saw, and I was like, I can't believe that was him, that he was still in it, because he just seems so frail, and but. Huh. He must have got a second wind, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Awesome.
Yeah, good for him.
I can relate. If I was Chewbacca, I'd be like, yep.
I'd be playing possum too. Let somebody push you around, or that, or I'd have one of those scooters that they take to the Grand Canyon. Yeah. Those ones on the that's what I'd be driving around. Why walk whenever you can drive?
Why? Yeah.
Yeah.
I got some dirty looks one time. I went in Walmart, and I had legitimately hurt my foot. Sometimes I limp still. But it was just one of those bad days. It was hurting. I had to park a long ways to get in there, and I really was like, oh man, I gotta go all the way across that. It was late. There was plenty of the scooters. It wasn't like I was taking one from somebody. I just went ahead and used one.
Yeah.
For your customer convenience. I really couldn't walk that day. I got the dirtiest looks. Like they were looking at me like, who's this guy? I'm like, my leg really is.
Hey guys, say beep beep. Hold on. I really am.
I swear.
I'm hurt.
I swear my leg really hurts. I didn't have a cast or anything, so I didn't look. I just looked like a young guy.
But then, how do you? And that's the thing too is like sometimes you'll see a car pull up in a parking space and people get out and you're like, you kind of look at them like, I don't think they're handicapped. They're not limping. It's just like, well, there's other handy. Like it's not. They may be okay for a couple minutes, but then all of a sudden their legs give out. So it's like you never know. So but that's people can't judge a book by cover. I just feel that. Just swerve by and run over their toe or something.
I just went back, got what I needed, and drove back.
I
got out pretty fast.
Couple burnouts in the back of the
because I was a little weirded out too. But I was like, I really need it today.
Yeah, and it's sad that you even felt like you almost had to like tell people like, hey, no, I promise. Here, hold on, show. Come here, look at it. It hurts. Feel it. Do you feel it? It's swollen. It hurt. Don't touch it too hard. It hurts. Yeah.
So. But, let's talk about some other actors in town. So you're from Nevada. Okay. We talked about that, I think, the last time you were on the show, but we didn't touch that yet. But you're Nevada, you live in Nevada. So who else? There's a guy that was the you know him probably, the guy that was the George Bush impersonator.
Yeah.
He was in some movies.
Yeah, I've looked him up. He's done quite a bit of stuff. Let's It's not Meisenheimer. No,
Not Meisenheimer. Sorry, Mendenhall.
Mendenhall. Yeah,
Mendenhall.
and he's done quite a bit of stuff. So I thought that was pretty cool.
And he still gets something occasionally if they need.
George
Bush. He was in Casino Jack.
I saw that. Yeah, and that's pretty cool. I mean, that's
just a shot. He didn't talk or nothing, but he was at the desk. And
anytime anybody from the venue does anything, it's cool. You know what I mean? Like, that's neat. Like, the guy from, what was it? I think there's a guy from Rich Hill that did one of the survival shows.
Okay. I did hear something about that.
The Fast did Family Feud.
Family Feud, yes. Cool, that was very cool.
won!
That was awesome.
That's even better.
I guess they won two episodes. That's cool.
And I've been a finalist on a couple of reality shows. I was a finalist to be on the very last episode of Pawnography with the Pawn Star guys.
Oh, really?
They wanted to cast me, but they were doing a lot of character casting. Like, they wanted a certain type. So they liked me because I was like from the country, like a smaller town, blah, blah, blah. But then...
So they give you something to sell, or how's that work on that show?
Basically, well, no, it was a trivia show. And you played against the other three guys, against questions, and you win stuff from the actual shop.
Okay.
Like, it was a pretty neat show, but it just never got picked back up. But the last episode, they ended up casting
something
different.
But you were on one episode on TV on that show?
No. It ended up, what happened was they wanted to cast me for the last episode of that season.
Okay.
They ended up casting somebody else, but then it never went past that. So I feel like if it would have went another season, I would have been a shoo-in. But they only had one more spot, and I feel like they said that the network...
Right.
Because the casting directors and the casting agency pitch to the network. They get a handful. They get their people together that they like, and they have to pitch it. It doesn't matter in the end what they like. It's whatever the execs say. And then last year, I was a finalist to be on a show, The Match Game, hosted by Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
I was a finalist for this show called The Wheel on Discovery. It only ran for one season. But I got, a free trip out to LA for the finals for that, and 5-star hotel and stuff like this. So stuff like that, in college I was a finalist 2 years in a row to be on Real World. Stuff like that, if I apply for it, it's just because I think it would be a fun experience. It's not because I'm trying to be a reality star or anything, or trying to be famous. I just think it would be something fun to do.
Well, and it always builds your
resume, and stuff like that. For me, it's more about life experience and just getting to meet cool people.
Right.
The world's full of cool people that you may not have crossed paths with unless you did certain things. So it's kind of neat.
Very cool.
I definitely like that aspect of it. So
now you say now you've auditioned for different things. You do a lot of different things. I know you said you wrote a movie.
Yeah, short film.
Tell us about that a little bit.
I wrote a short film called Zachariah. It's basically set in the early 1900s, and obviously I cast myself as the main guy.
Sure. Why not?
I felt like I had the best audition for it, so I felt like I would be doing the film a disservice if I didn't cast myself. My actual wife Renee played my wife, and our niece played our daughter, and it's basically me. It's an old withered farmer. I grew out my beard, my hair, and all that stuff. And at the end of his life, and he's sitting at his desk in his cabin, and he's writing this letter, and it's talking about the ups and downs of his life, and it flashes back between what he's talking. It's all audio of me reading the letter as I write it, and it just shows the scenes. And at the very end of the short film, you figure out that it's a goodbye letter, because he's lost his daughter, he's lost his wife, and he kind of feels like he's kind of lived his life. He doesn't really have a reason to go on anymore. And so basically at the very end, you figure out that it's a goodbye letter that he's writing, and you don't actually see him kill himself, but it's implied. So I think it kind of touched, a lot of it is and I wrote another short film here recently, and one of my friends that I always send my scripts to, he told me, he's like, a lot of what I write, I think, is a lot of from my dad, and I relate, and I thought, you're right, and I realized a lot of it's tethered to how he was, and I incorporate that into a lot of my stuff. So I know for myself, I like scripts that are more grounded, or songs. When somebody is playing a song that wrote it, man, that like when like Aaron Lewis is playing "It's Been a While," acoustic, and you can see his eyes tearing up.
Yeah.
You know that song is real, and that came from a real place. And to me, that kind of stuff hits home more because it's a real moment, you know. So I try to add those type of, because there's nothing worse for me than when I watch a movie and it's not believable, or the dialogue is so wonky that you're like, really? Like, you would really say that, you know? Yeah. It's kind of like every horror movie, you know, they're in the shower, butt naked, and then the killer comes. It's like, well, if you know there's a killer lurking around, the last thing you're worried about is, oh, I've got some grass stains on my elbow, I better go in and take a shower. Like, that's the last thing, you know? Yeah. I'm sitting by the door with a butter knife or something ready for action. I'm not in the shower naked with no...
Vulnerable.
You know, oh, hey, I don't even have pockets right now, you know, like... Stuff like that, like, it just, for me, personally, some people love that kind of stuff, but for me, it's got to be believable. Yeah. So I try to, when I write, from how that would actually, because I did write a screenplay, and I think I'm going to eventually make it, but when I wrote it, I tried to write, when I wrote each character's dialogue, I tried to think, what would he really say in that situation, you know?
How would that really
be? Because I like believable stuff, and it's not that I don't like sci-fi or anything, it's not real, it's just to me, the dialogue a lot of times, when it's too unbelievable, it takes me out of the movie.
Nice.
So, you know, I like to write and create. So hopefully I can continue to do it. You know, and I like to make movies. I shot that myself. I had my buddy Justin Simpson. We used his camera and he shot it all. You know, I storyboarded the whole thing and wrote it, and I you know, drew out how I want the shots of every single scene and every, you know. And he had some good input too on some scenes on how he thought, you know. Right. So it was pretty cool, you know. Just creating it was fun. You know, I love the creativity part, and doing it myself. I can do whatever I want with it, so that's kind of cool too. You know, with a big studio, you know, you get that big payday, but you also lose a lot of your creative rights, right? Because it goes through a lot of suits and ties that don't know movies very well, so.
So how will this come out? When it comes out, how will people see it?
You know, honestly, whenever I get done, get it ready, I'm going to try to see if Diane, Linda, out at the movies, will let me do like a Wednesday night screening for my friends and family of it. And then also, what I want to do is I'm going to pitch it, I'm going to send it to every big film festival that I can, Sundance, you know, all the big ones like that.
And then if they like it, they'll play it, and then people that are
and that's just the goal. I'm just going to submit it to as many of those bigger ones as I can. Cool. Not that I think it's going to be winning an Academy Award or anything like that, but I feel like if I'm going to make it, you might as well submit it. You know, unless it's not. If when it's done, and I'm edited it, and I don't think it's any good, nobody will see it ever. Right. I don't like it, nobody will see it. Sure. So if I fully believe in it, then I want to get it as many big places as I can. You never know. Anything's possible. Oh yeah. You know, why limit yourself to a small margin? Yeah, you know, you're putting yourself out there for rejection, but the rewards are way bigger than not getting anything at all. You know, like you're putting yourself out there like, oh yeah, like I'll get into Sundance. You could, yeah. Even if you're not just because I didn't have a big budget.
There's so many theaters at Sundance.
You know, just because it's not a big budget and I'm a no-name person doesn't mean it can't get in. Now, there's a lot of people that started like that.
Well, I think there's a specific theater out there at Sundance that plays ones that aren't big budget. I mean, they want that too, so it's all sizes. Yeah. And
even with Joplin, they have a new theater there that I saw, like the something Book Cinema or something, Book Life Center or whatever, and they play a lot of smaller art film type stuff. You know, there's a lot of places like that that kind of embrace the more indie film type stuff. You know, not everybody loves big box office type movies. Right. Yeah. So.
I feel you.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. Yeah. I'm excited. Hey, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back and talk to Shawn one more time here today on Lunch with Doug. Thanks for spending your lunchtime with us.
The bad boy of juggling, Mark Nizer, is coming. His show is awesome. A unique combination of comedy and juggling with music and movement. Whether it's 5 ping pong balls being juggled 20 feet into the air using only his mouth.
These don't fit out the other end.
Or juggling a burning propane tank, a running electric carving knife, and a 16-pound bowling ball. You've seen him on Comic Strip Live and MTV. Now come see him live and see why Performance Magazine calls him nothing less than brilliant.
Next time you are downtown Nevada, Missouri, make sure to visit one of the most popular shopping hotspots on the town square. J&R Home Store is located in the historic Grand Central Building with sporting goods, electronics, houseware, furniture, appliances, tools, outdoor sporting gear, collectibles, and so much more. J&R Home Store, located at 118 West Walnut on the north side of the Nevada, Missouri Square. Open Tuesday through Friday, 9:30 to 5:30, and on Saturday, 9:30 to 3:30. Come in and see our new look.
J&R Home Store, we have just what you're looking for.
Are you ready for your time? Be a superhero tonight. Jim's Roadhouse, where the superhero of laughter hangs. Open daily on North Osage Boulevard in fabulous Nevada, Missouri. Drink responsible, designated driver.
Gamers Fusion, the most affordably priced game store in the region, located on historic East Cherry Street in Nevada, Missouri. Currently buying used game systems and etc. Selling all types of games, game consoles, accessories, DVDs, and so much more at amazing prices. For the serious gamer, trade in your old games, consoles, and etc. for store credits. Open Tuesday through Thursday, 10 a.m. till 5 p.m., Friday, 10 a.m. till 6 p.m., Saturday, 10 a.m. till 5 p.m. See what's new and see the back stock when you like them on Facebook. Gamers Fusion, 617 East Cherry Street, Nevada, Missouri. 417-667-2986. Lunch with Doug, brought to you in part by The Art Shop at 104 East Cherry Street in Nevada, Missouri. Open when the lights are on. A gallery, portraits, lessons, and now offering Tai Chi. The Art Shop, 269-267-4423. Alright guys, well it's been great having Shawn with us today, and like I said, if you, what we was talking about your website, give that to us again. Where
just my Facebook page. If you ever want to check anything out that I'm doing for acting, you can follow it. It's just Shawn Eric Jones. Pretty easy to find, so I mean, if you're even remotely interested, just check that out, and you can maybe follow anything I do. I try to post on there anytime I do anything acting, so for the few people that care, I try to keep them up to date as best I can.
And they can get an autograph at Walmart if they see you shopping.
Yeah, it probably won't be worth anything. It may disintegrate because it devalues the paper, but you know, I guess if you feel like you need it to, I don't know, use as a coaster or something. Yeah, I'm gonna maybe pick up some dog poop with it just to be like, yeah. There's nothing better than picking up dog poop than a Shawn Jones autograph.
Dog poop shop. Yeah, no, this is gonna be big time. People are gonna be wanting this. They're gonna be like, "Who's this guy?" Once they see him in the movie. So. I
mean, that's hopefully. I'm hoping that it can snowball into something. You know, if not, then I had a great time. I don't expect anything out of any of this stuff that I do. I just go into it trying to have a good time, meet new people, and do something that a lot of people wish they could do. And so if I was to stop tomorrow, there's no regrets, there's no sorrow, there's only, you know, happiness, because I got to do something that I was passionate about and it was fun. Yeah. So, you know, even if nothing happens, that's all right. At least I got to do it. You know, hopefully at least one scene is kept in there and my big ugly mug's on TV, you know.
You're definitely going to get a call soon from the guys who make the new Mood Ring Circus video. I can feel that one.
Yeah. That, and anybody that, you know, watches this and they are inspired to write the Mothman too.
The Mothman.
It's coming. I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it.
Somebody will contact you for the Mothman.
Yeah.
And Mood Ring Circus, definitely. Because, see, you've got since you were in the Rolling Stone video, now you've got video experience. Yeah. So every band should want you. But
I mean, you would think.
I would definitely think, Hey Romeo, you would be a great Romeo for Hey Romeo.
I mean, I'm available.
You hear that? You hear that, guys?
I'm available.
Get the people
just
together.
Call my people, which incidentally is just me. So just call me. Yeah.
Yeah. You have agents.
I do have agents.
You're not really exclusive with any.
No, not really. Yeah, I do have you know, modeling and acting agents and stuff, but it's still a lot of times I can still make my own deals.
Right.
I mean, it's not exclusive. So.
And I guess in the acting world, I should have asked this earlier, but because I know it's about time for me to bounce out of here, but the acting world, you're not really exclusive. Like, even though DreamWorks is putting out this movie or making this movie and Universal is distributing it, you're not really tied to them.
No, not
you
unless.
Can still do whatever.
Yeah, a lot of times some big actors will sign deals with a bigger production company, and they'll sign you to a 5-movie deal, but you get to pick whichever movie scripts you like out of that 5 or whatever in a certain amount of time, but you have to make them. So
and it's
I'm not on that level, so I mean, it'd be nice.
Yeah.
But so I'm able to just do whatever I want, you know. So I kind of just go kamikaze wherever I find something that I think sounds good. I just try to do a lot of diverse roles to kind of give myself more dimension. You know, if you only do comedy, that's all you're going to be cast for. So try to do a little bit of everything so people get a little bit of variety.
And if there was something that the viewer wanted to watch, like right now, like Shawn Jones, what would be, or probably something you could recommend that'd be easy for them to find or get?
You could go on Amazon.
Okay.
Amazon Prime has I just filmed a pilot a while back called What Comes Around, and I was Harrison Faye. I played the husband of one of the main people. Her name's Charlotte in the show. So you could check that out. The first movie I ever did, I believe, is on Amazon Prime. It's called Adira. I play one of the Nazi German soldiers. Okay. But it's a very small cameo. But that was like the first big movie type deal that I did. So that was pretty cool. So that's right now, off the top of my head, that's something you could watch. And I've done a couple of bigger short films, a couple of series stuff that's being pitched right now to a lot of different stuff. So if that gets picked up, then you'll be able to see that on a bigger scale as well. So
okay, cool. And you'll tell us about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Anytime something like that comes up, I'll definitely post that. So
well, we'll be following you on
Facebook. Hopefully you'll have a reason now. I'll be able to have stuff to keep people wanting to read. So absolutely.
Well, thanks a bunch for being on the show.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Local actor, now national actor, Shawn Jones from Nevada, Missouri. He's awesome, model and everything. Check out his Facebook page, follow him, and go see The First Man coming out in October, mid-October. Yep. So at a theater near you. Thanks again, guys, for spending your lunchtime with me, with us today. I'm Dangerous Doug Harper, and for Shawn Jones, this has been Lunch with Doug.